Welcome back. So, I finally jumped on the bandwagon. Yes, I bought some Project 2020 cards, and these are just the ones that I've bought on the secondary market. I have been purchasing a few from Tops here and there when I happen to see them. Um, and my objective with it is really because I want to do the Koufax set, although I'm probably never going to get the first one that was produced, card number 2, because it's astronomically priced. I have all. We'll slowly have all the others. The other thing is, there is money. Honestly, from a purely capitalistic standpoint, there's money to be made, and I'm not talking about gouging people for, you know, 50, 100, 200, 300,000, multi-thousand dollars. I'm just talking about simple buying in volume. I mean, if you go onto Tops, you can buy 10 packs, and the average you pay per card is about $14 to $15 in there. So I'm buying specific players, popular players, and my whole thing is I'll sell them for $25 shipped. Are the ones I just want to kind of turn around and make what, $5 on, if that. So that's kind of how I'm approaching Project 2020. Again, I have no hopes of or aspirations of having that $1,000 card, and really I'm not a huge fan of that because it is a manufactured rarity, if you will. And so I just want to have fun with it, build the Koufax set, and maybe help some others get cards that they might have missed out on, depending on when they come in. Because especially with the modern guys, Trout, any of the current players or more recent players, people are going to buy up and they're going to sell a lot of them. But if you look at players like Koufax, like Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson, I think you really haven't quite seen the peak for those cards yet, because a lot of guys, myself included, it takes us a little while, kind of transitioning from that vintage to that modern, in order for us to jump on board projects such as this. So I think the current players, the more modern players, I think they've pretty much, in my opinion, peaked value-wise. Obviously, they're adjusting now. They continue to adjust. But I think that the older players, the guys that, the collectors may be a little bit older, it's going to take a little bit while for them to get on board. I think those prices still have a long way to go. And, if you're going to get into it for that reason, go after the older players, in my opinion. Because overall the print runs are lower, and it's going to take a little bit longer for that collector base to jump onto this. And it really just takes one or two designs of some of these cards to get some of those collectors on board. Because it's one of those things where, and I know a few people already that it's kind of hit, where they collect a player, they had no aspirations of doing Project 2020, and to a certain extent, this is myself as well. And some of the designs like, I can do without it. Why do I want it? Type of thing. And then you have there's one or two designs where it's just, wow, like that is really cool. Or I really like that, or however you want to phrase it. And that is what is the impetus for buying that one, obviously. And then, hey, maybe I should try doing just the Koufax set, or Clemente set, or Ryan, or Mays, or what have you. So all it takes is one or two designs, and there's still a heck of a lot to go with this particular project. So it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be interesting to see what prices do with some of the older players. But that's my 2 cents on it. Either way, I'm not going to start jacking prices up on it. I can make $5, that's cool. If that. So you'll probably start seeing more packages, hopefully directly from Topps, coming in the near future. But I did find reasonable prices on some of the older previous Koufax releases. This is card number 36. I got 3 copies of this particular card. There's 3 copies of that one. And I'm already seeing the prices creep up on this one. On both this one and this one. This is card number 49. So that's the start of the Koufax Project 2020 run for me. Trying to pick up multiples while they're reasonable, because I like having at least a few pieces, and especially with other Koufax collectors out there that may not have jumped on it now like I am, that they may wait a little bit longer. They may need some of these pieces later on, and we can do a nice little swap for Koufax stuff that they have that I don't, and obviously I'll have something that they don't. So that's kind of the objective with picking up some of the multiple copies of Koufax for me. So, but that is the start of my Project 2020 journey, if you want to call it that. But that's what I'm starting with. Start with the Koufax ones. Again, still looking for number 2. So the second one of Project 2020, which was a Koufax card. Which, again, is running, I think, a couple $100 right now, if not more. So probably not going to pick that up anytime soon. Especially I can get really nice, great vintage for that. But some of these, found them at, kind of just picked out a few good ones at good prices. So I did pay a little bit over the release price of $20, but perfectly, in my opinion, within reason. So, but that's what I have. A little bit of Koufax additions to the collection, modern Koufax, and my take on Project 2020. So that's what I got for you this time around. And as always, please remember to collect what you enjoy what you collect, and don't let anybody, especially the market or a YouTuber, dictate that to you. Most importantly, have fun. Have fun by being active in this community. So find your way participating, whether it's making videos, watching and commenting, going to live streams, group chats, going to your LCS or local card show, or simply talking about the hobby with family and friends. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. The more you'll learn, the more your piece you'll grow, the more people you'll meet, and the more fantastic friendships you'll form. So I thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you again. Have a good one, and bye for now.